Okay, we're gonna get started. So find a nice seat. So we've had my daughter-in-law Rachel and my son Thomas here this weekend, and it's been a riot to have everybody home and have all my chicks together, gathered in one spot. What's that? No, we didn't get many pictures, of course not, because nobody wanted. Oh, I didn't shower today. So yeah, we were. But at one point, I just sat back and watched and just took a pause and just took it all in. And so that's my theme this morning, pause. So if you're totally in the present moment, just enjoying what's going on, I call that a pause. Yeah. So let's just explore that a little bit by closing our eyes and going inside and turning to our breath. And then just notice the pause between your inhale and your exhale. And then between the exhale and the inhale. Maybe even accentuate the pause. And just go back to a regular breath, but notice those pauses, those natural pauses that happen at the top of the inhale and at the bottom of the exhale. And then just take any sounds or feels in your body, anything through your senses, just take them in at this moment. In this room, we can hear the cat purring very loudly. Maybe you just hear the sound of your own breath. You can feel the coolness on your skin. And then please bring hands to heart center, just feeling each finger as it touches the opposite hand's finger. And just bow your head towards your heart. May we all learn to take lots of pauses so that we can really focus in on what's happening right here and right now. We're much better able to catch the grace and the beauty. It's always there. Please lower your hands, open your eyes. And we're going to start standing today. So come on up to standing. And just stretch your arms up. Pretend like you just woke up. Feel that stretch. And then grab your right wrist with your left hand and arc. Come on back to center and switch. Stretch up again. And reach behind you. Interlace the hands if that feels good. A little stretch there. Good. Lots of fun sounds this morning. Reach your hands up again. Just stand on your right leg. Just shift your left heel up. And grab the wrist again. And you're just going to arc with that towards that extended knee. Harder, right? Good. Come back to center. And release. And we'll switch sides. So inhale, stand up, lift the heel, grab the wrist, and arc. And come on out. We're balancing better now. So let's try regular vrksasana. So if it feels better for you to just keep the heel up, fine, or below the knee, or you can go above the knee. Just play with it. All that Corona last night. And then if you want to try the arcing, you can. Challenging. And come on out. And release. Switch sides. You don't have to do the arcing if it's not working for you. Don't watch me. Lots of wind today. And come on out. Ooh, nice. Find your blocks, just have them handy. I'm going to put mine by the outside of my feet, but wider because you may not need them. And stretch up again. And then come down to utkatasana, hands to heart center, so you can really feel. I'm just going to have you do a little twist here. So think rib cage is back, sit bones are back, you're really grounded. You're just going to swivel to your right, just hover the elbow over the knee. And come back to center and move to the other side. Try not to let one knee get in front of the other. You don't have to go so deep, just feel strong. Good. Come back to center and stand up. Stretch your arms up. Good. And then you're going to move back into that position, but this time bring your hands on your upper thighs. And then move into a standing cow pose. So I like to push the thighs down. And then reach forward, grab the knees, and round the cat. And just keep going like that. So inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And one more time. Cow. Exhale, round the cat. And then find the place in the middle where you feel really connected, hands to heart center again. And come on back up, stretch your arms. Good, exhale, hands to side. I'm going to have you slowly bend forward. Bring your hands on your knees as you do. And move into a bent leg forward fold. And just kind of pause there. You can use the blocks under your hands if your hamstrings are feeling tight. So all four corners of each foot. And slowly straighten the legs if that feels right for you. And then bring the hands back on the knees with the knees bent. And then just shift both hands to the left knee and shift your weight to the left foot and then step the right foot back. And lower the back knee. And feel that pose. You can always use the blocks if that was the balance didn't feel good there. Hug knee to heel, heel to knee. Good. Now keep the right hand on the left leg. Bring the left hand to the hip and just do a little twist or an extension. Oh. And bring the hand back down. Lift the back knee. Shift the weight. Step forward. So you're still in utkatasana. Just bring your hands now to the right knee. Shift the weight. Step the left foot back. Lower the back knee. Hug. Slide the right hand back. Little twist. Extend the arm if you want. That's nice, right? And bring the hand to the knee. Lift the back knee. Shift the weight to the right foot. Step forward. Utkatasana. One hand on either knee and then just slide into a forward fold. I'm going to move my blocks to step back to a downward facing dog. And just walk your doggy out and feel it out. Monday morning. See how you feel. Can you feel connected in the core? But yet strong in the shoulders. It feels like you're broadening the clavicles. The armpits are hollow. The bones move up and back. Good. And then come forward to plank and pause there. Pause in plank. Broaden the clavicles. Draw the rib cage back. Lengthen through the top of your head. Lengthen through your heels. Notice the pauses in your breath. Two more breaths. When you focus on the fact that you have the pause, it makes it easier. Good. Now lower your knees and lower down to the mat. Stretch your hands long and come up on fingertips. Stretch your feet long. Forehead down and rib cage back. Long back of neck. Lift the head and the shoulders. And then just the right leg and the left arm. Good, release. And lift for the other side. So rib cage back, long back of neck, left leg, right arm. Press the right toe down, the left fingertips. And release. Slide the hands back and bring them a little wider, but you're still on fingertips. And lift them up to a funky cobra. Just sashaying around a little bit. Flossing your shoulder blades. Good, and then bring the hands back by your chest. And lift to a little baby cobra. See how it feels. Giving myself a little chiropractic adjustment. And lower down. And push back to all fours position. You just move in a big figure 8 here. And then switch directions of your figure 8. I had to really think about that one this morning. That's not a good sign. And then pause and find some connection in your core. And extend the right leg. And feel like, oh, it's the meat of the hamstring that lifts me. My hips stay square, really connected in the core. Then add the left arm. And bend the right knee. And see, maybe you can reach back and find, oh, that foot's right there. And then kick it back a little bit and lift it. Oh, we haven't done this pose for a while. Good, release it. Try not to let everything fall. So the legs extended, the arms extended. And release back down. Pause and take a child's pose between sides. Rounding the low back. Couple breaths. Just really taking in the pause, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. Okay, and then come back up to all fours. Really notice your hands. Are you connected to all places? Extend the left leg. And you can add the right arm. Bird dog. Cage is back. Armpits are hollow. Really broadening the clavicles to keep that shoulder girdle stable. Bend the left knee. See, maybe that foot will be there, maybe not. It's okay if it's not. Just kind of do the best you can. If you do have it, kick back, maybe curve the back a little bit. So all that connection. Good, release, but don't touch down. Extend the arm and the leg. And then come on down. Good. Bring your hands forward just a little bit. Extend the left arm and then thread it underneath, or thread the needle. And breathe. Just feel, experience that position. And then come on up and switch. Extend the right arm and read it through. One more breath. And come on up. Now just using your breath, work through some cow, cat. And then pause, make your way to down dog. And step your feet to your hands, forward fold. Use your blocks if you want. Bend your knees, slide the hands up to the knees. Utkatasana right there. Bring both hands to the left knee. Shift the weight to the left foot, step the right foot back. Deep lunge. Lower the back knee. And stretch on up, Anjane Asana. And breathe. Appreciate the pause. Hug to the midline. Feel the hips square. Everything connected. Good. And then touch down. Hands on the knee again. Lift the back knee. Shift the weight. Step forward. Utkatasana. Switch hands to the right knee. And step back. Once you feel stable, then lower the back knee. And then stretch up Anjane. And touch down to the knee. If you want the blocks, lift the back knee, shift your weight, and step forward. Utkatasana. And switch to the left knee again. Step the right foot back, deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Anjane Asana. And touch down all the way to the mat this time. Lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. Downward facing dog. Extend the right leg. Just feel that for a moment. Even bend the knee, flex the foot. You can open up to wild dog if you want, or you can just stay square. And then square up the hips and step the foot forward. Deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Stretch up Anjane Asana. Both hands to the right knee. Lift the back knee. Shift your weight. Step forward. Utkatasana. Hands to heart center. And press on up to standing. Stretch the arms. Look up. Sit back. Utkatasana. Both hands to the left knee. Shift the weight. Step the right foot back. Deep lunge. This time, take your time to stay stable. And then stretch up, crescent. Hands to the knee. Shift the weight. Step forward. Utkatasana. Or utkatasana. Sorry if you went all the way down. Shift the hands to the right knee. Shift the weight. Step back. Find your balance. Square up your hips. Stretch up, crescent. Nice, you guys. And touch down. All the way to the mat. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower. Push back, downward facing dog. Take a moment there to get really stable. Feel it. Extend the left leg. Feel really strong in the shoulder girdle, in the core. Bend the knee. Possibly open up wild dog. Don't let the right shoulder dip. Keep really strong in the core. Good. Square up the hips. Step the left foot forward, deep lunge. Good. Bring both knees on, or hands on the knee. You guys know what I was gonna say, didn't you? Shift your weight, step forward, utkatasana. And this time, slide your hands down, come to a forward fold, uttanasana. Then I'm gonna encourage you to grab your blocks and bring them in front of you. Because you might want them there, I don't know. I probably will today, we'll see. And then just enjoy another minute in forward fold. And then bend your knees, slide your hands to your knees. Come up, utkatasana. Bring both hands on the right knee, shift the weight, step the left foot back, deep lunge. Come on up, crescent, warrior again. Bring hands to heart center. Lean forward. Shift your weight. Maybe you'll step that back foot forward a little bit and lift into warrior three. Your blocks are there. If you need to touch down, it's okay. Good. Step it back. Both hands to the knee. Shift your weight forward. Come to utkatasana. Shift the hands to the left knee. Shift your weight. Step back. Crescent. So take your time. Come up to crescent. Find your balance. Everything's connected. And then bring hands to heart center. As you shift your weight, think really connected spine. Lean forward and lift the back leg. Warrior three. Sometimes it's hard to go back, so bend. You can use your hands on your knee if you need to step it back. Then bring hands on the knee for sure and step forward. Utkatasana. Slide down, forward fold again. Step your right foot back to deep lunge. Ground the back foot down and then walk your hands to the right and then turn the left foot forward. And voila, you'll be in prasarita. Oh gosh, Artie. Just get your nose right in there, Connie. Artie's right here in front of her. And of course, she's allergic to her. So just check your feet. Think big toe mound, little toe mound, inside of heel, outside of heel. Try and lift your arches a little bit. Just enjoy that for a moment. Artemis, she biting your hair. Sometimes she likes to. Okay, now come up like a pranam. Bring your hands on your knees and come on up to standing. Ooh, that feels good, right? Turn just your left foot forward. Bend into the knee. Make your way to warrior two. Feel that back foot really grounding you. And you must be loading her car. That's all the banging. Good. Straighten the front leg. Let your arms relax for a moment. And then switch the orientation of your feet. You'll know now if you're wide enough, bend into the front knee. If you can track the knee so you can still see your big toe, probably good. Add the arms. Try to lift the left inner thigh and engage the core more. And bend just a tiny bit deeper. Awesome, you guys. Straighten the front leg. The arms relax. And then turn the right foot forward. Fold into prasarita again. Being ever so mindful of your feet. You want to take this pause. So when you get into a kind of a quiet pose, sometimes your mind starts to wander. So I want you to take the pause and just experience the pose. What do you feel and where? Do you feel really connected? Good. And then slowly make your way up, back up to standing. And turn the left foot out again. Bend into the front knee. Warrior two. I want you to make sure that your feet are wide enough that you feel like you're not letting, you guys look awesome. You look awesome in here. Hopefully you feel it at home. Reverse warrior. Good. Straighten the front leg. Come back up and slide into triangle. Find your hand on your shin and just kind of slide it down where it feels like, oh, that's a nice position for me. I'm not having to lean forward. Good. Hug the feet towards each other. And Come on back up. Bend into the front knee. And straighten the front leg again. Lower the arms. Switch the orientation of your feet. Check your alignment. Bend into the front knee. Warrior two. I have to tell myself low belly up, sit bones back. If I bend my back knee slightly, it feels better to me. You have to just experience it for yourself. Every pose is like a pause to really feel it. Reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg. And then windmill down, triangle. Be ever so mindful. Rib cage is back, think long back and neck. Open the heart. Gorgeous, you guys. I love it. And then hug the feet, come back up, bend back into warrior two. Straighten the front leg, let your arms relax. Turn the right foot forward. And one more time, fold forward, vrksasana. Feel the heel and the ball of the foot, super grounded. And then come up like a pranam. Walk your fingers towards your left foot as you turn it out again. Come to deep lunge. And step back. Downward doggy. Lower your knees. Stretch your feet long. Sit back on your heels. A little quad action. That feels good. You can sit between your heels if you want to. I have to move my calves out of the way. Feel all 10 toes grounded. It's okay. Press your toes down. We're not going to go into the full virasana, but if you want to lean back a little bit, you can. And then come forward. Come back, downward facing dog. Step your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Hopefully your blocks are still right where you put them before, so up a ways. We're going to try something fun. So bend both knees, hands to your knees. Come up, utkatasana. Bring both hands to the left knee, shift the weight, step the right foot back, deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. Warrior two, voila. Elbow to the knee, right hand to the hip. And then you're just gonna slide that back foot up so you can find the block with your left hand. Stay really strong, shift the weight into your left foot. Come on into Ardha Chandrasana. If it's not working for you today, feel free to do triangle pose or just enjoy Vrksasana. Good, hand to the hip, bend the knee, touch the back foot down, bring both hands to your front knee, turn the back heel up. Shift the weight, step forward, utkatasana, shift hands to the right knee, shift the weight, step the left foot back, ground the back foot down, warrior two. Vrksasana, left hand to the hip, just so you can really feel your core engaged. Slide that back foot forward enough that you can reach out and find the block, and then lift into utkatasana. See if you have weight right in the middle of that foot. Left hand to the hip again, bend the knee, step the left foot back, both hands to the front knee, turn the back heel up, shift the weight, utkatasana. Hands to heart center. And press into your feet, come all the way up to standing. Extend the arms. And on the exhale, bring hands to heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a pause right there. You can even bring your hands on your heart. Perhaps even feel your heartbeat. Good. Open your eyes. Stretch your arms up. And fold forward. You can bring hands on knees and slide them down, or whatever works for you today. And please step back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale. You can always lower your knees to lower down, or you want to try slowly through to the floor. Inhale, cobra, or up dog if you're really feeling it today. Exhale, back down. Push back, child's pose. And just let your hands rest for a moment. And make your way downward facing dog. Bend your right leg, step it through. Deep lunge. You can use your blocks if you need to. Bring hands to the right knee. Make your way crescent. Hands to the front knee. Lean forward, shift your weight, step to utkatasana. Both hands on the left knee. Step the right foot back. Make your way crescent. Make sure the left hip creases back. Everything feels connected. Hands to the left knee. Shift the weight. Utkatasana. One hand to either knee. And hands to heart center and stand up. I want you to do vrksasana or tree pose one more time. So shift the weight to the left foot. Bring the right knee up wherever you're putting it. And extend up. I want you to notice you're really focused and grounded. How that pose feels. If you're not feeling it, you can go by the wall too. One more breath. And release. Better, huh? Shift the weight to the right foot. And bring the left up. Try and find a pause point, possibly. And release. Yay. Good. Come down to utkatasana. Hands to your knees, slide into uttanasana. Widen your feet a bit, come down malasana, deep squat. Appreciate that feeling. And then sit back. You're probably not going to need your blanket because I'm just going to have you do a little shoulder stretch. So bring the feet slightly wider than hip distance. Flex the feet. Right hand off to the side, left hand to the ball of outside foot. And then just think long side body, both sides. Tuck the chin, draw the sternum back, and step on the gas to really stretch out the right or the left side body. You'll feel it clear down into your waistline. And then come on up and switch. So you're not leaning to the side so much as you're leaning back and stretching out into that. Good. And release. And go ahead and lay on your back. And bring your feet flat under your knees. Bring your arms to cactus. And then press with your feet just to shift your hips to the left a little bit. Bring your right knees up, flex the feet, and then allow the knees to roll to the right side for a little laying down twist. Yeah, does that feel okay? Feel the curve in your low back. Nice, you guys. You bring your knees a little higher. Does that feel okay? You can even turn your head to the left if you want, just to kind of complete that twist. Just pause there and feel that. And if you're really feeling it, you can stretch your top leg out and grab it with your right hand. And then release the foot if you have it extended. Hug your right knee into your left to come back up. Bring your feet down because you got to shift your hips now to the right side. Lift your knees. Really hug your knees together and flex the feet. And then feel connected all up and down your spine as you allow the twist to happen. And if you want to straighten the top leg, you can. You don't have to. And turn your head to the right. If you can keep the right shoulder down, shoulder blade, it feels good, but not necessary in this deep of a twist. May not be there, it's okay. And then releasing the foot, hug the knee into the other knee, bring them back up. Bring the feet flat so that you can center your hips now. And feel the feet right under the knees. Feel the sacrum grounded, the shoulder blades grounded, long back of neck, so the head feels grounded. And then just press into the feet and lift the hips up for Setu Bandha. I want you to activate the hamstrings by pulling your heels towards you. And allow your heart to lift a little higher if that feels okay. And then release back down. Bring your right ankle across your left thigh. Lift the left foot up, interlace behind the left thigh. A little hip action, but still feel connected. You can even rock side to side if that feels helpful and therapeutic. I always have both feet really active and my core nice and long. Draw the low belly up and lengthen. Good, and release that leg to the floor and switch. Bring the left ankle across. Lift the right foot interlaced. Make sure everything stays square. And just pause and feel it. It feels good. And now release that foot to the floor. Feel the left ankle still on the thigh. Bring your hands by your hips. Can make sure you're connected. Long spine. Low belly's up. Foot's right under your knee. And lift a Setu Bandha with the ankle there. Keeping the, kind of like there's a glass of water on your belly that you want to keep level. It's hard with one foot. Feel all four corners of that right foot. Good, and lower back down. Release the foot and switch now, right ankle on top again. Activate both feet, feel really connected through that left foot and the floor. And the spine is long, and then lift up to Setu Bandha with a little hip opening action. One more breath. And release down. Unwind. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And even around so your nose touches your knees if you want. Hug them in that much. Good. And then Lay down, hands on your knees, and just allow your arms to come full length. Allow the curve to come back in the low back. Widen the knees. Bring the feet right down, right on the edge of the mat. So you release your hands, arms to cactus, and then just do a few windshield wipers. And do what you just did. And then when you feel ready, stretch out for Shavasana. Make sure your feet are nice and wide so you don't have to hold them anywhere. Just let them widen out. Since this is a big pause, sometimes pauses where we aren't as active are harder than when we're active and paying attention. So we have to give our mind a little bit of something to do. And if that's the case for you, just start by turning to your breath. And then using that breath, scan your body. You find tension anywhere. Sometimes you don't realize it's there until you look for it, and just encourage it to release with the exhalation. Allow your jaw to relax and your tongue. Allow your hips to relax. And when you feel totally relaxed in your body, see if you can feel the heart beating in your chest. Maybe even as it moves down to other parts of your body, the blood flows from there. You can feel that. You find your mind starting to wander and think thoughts that are taking away from what you're experiencing right here. Turn to any of your senses. Beginning to notice your, how the air feels on your skin. Your breath moving in and out. You start to stretch and move in small ways. Actually, your knees in, rolling to the right. Just take your time, pushing on up. And because we're giving ourselves this complete pause, just find a nice seat so that you can rest in that position. And I just wanted to share this from Marianne Williamson. Just as I look to food to fuel my physical self, I look to meditation and prayer to fuel my spiritual self. Just as I look to physical exercise to strengthen my physical body, I look to spiritual exercise to strengthen my spirit. Gravity works on both physical and emotional levels. Just as I do not wish physical gravity to pull down my muscles, I don't wish spiritual gravity to pull down my mind. I work against emotional gravity, thoughts of fear, cynicism, negativity, victim consciousness, anger, judgment, and defensiveness by praying and meditating and thinking positive thoughts throughout the day. The ego will constantly tempt me to attach myself to a fear-based interpretation of the world. I fly instead on angel's wings, the thoughts of love, above the fray of worldly confusion. I pray and meditate to keep my mind on love, and thus I soar above the illusions of the world. Bring hands to heart center. Thank you so much for pausing with me. I bow to that beautiful light in each of you. Namaste. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys at home, too. Have a fabulous day. What is today? Tuesday, yeah.
Thanks,
Bye.
Lisa.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa. Have a good day.
You too. Bye now.